UFC 195, a history event in the world of mixed martial arts. UFC 195 took place on January 2nd, 2016 at the MG Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. This event stood out for its existing fight and the quality of the booths that took place that night. It was an event that not only kept fans on the edge of their seats but also left an incredible mark on the history of UFC. Background and preparation. The main event of UFC 119 was a welterweight title fight between champions Robbie Lawler and challenger Carlos Condit. Both fighters were known for their aggressive style and ability to deliver memorable performance inside the octagon. Lawler, who had won the welterweight title by defending Johnny Hendricks at UFC 181 and then successfully defended it against Rory McDonald in an epic fight at UFC 189, was at the peak of his career. On the other hand, Condit, and former interim welterweight champion, was looking to reaffirm his position as one of the best fighters in the division. The main event, Lawler vs. Condit, the fight between Robbie Lawler and Carlos Condit exceeded all expectations and became one of the best fights in the UFC history. From the first round, both fighters exchanged blows with an intensity and technique that showed why they were at the top of the welterweight division. Condit started strong, using his reach and gifts to keep Lawler at bay. However, Lawler, known for his toughness and ability to absorb punishment, stayed in the fight and counteracted with powerful punch. As the round progressed, the fight turned into a battle of endurance and will. Condit knocked Lawler down in the first round with a high kick and continued to press with precise combination. Lawler, for his part, showed his champion here in the fourth and fifth round, relentlessly advancing and landing significant blows that put Condit in trouble. At the end of the fifth round, the fight was decided by a split decision, with two judges in favor of Lawler and one in favor of Condit. This decision was made with some controversy, as many fans and analysts believed that Condit had done enough to win. Despite this, the fight was merely acclaimed as one of the best in UFC history, and both fighters received praise for their bravery and skills. The co-main event, Miocic vs. Arlovski, the co-main event of UFC 195, featured a heavyweight bout between Stipe Miocic and Andrei Arlovski. Miocic, a promised contender in the heavyweight division, was looking for a win that would put him in title contention. Arlovski, a former heavyweight champion, was on winning streak and looking for a chance to reclaim the title. The fight was kicked and decided. Miocic wasted to time and from the start showed his aggressive and power. At 54 seconds into the first round, Miocic landed a series of punches that knocked Arlovski down, forcing the referee to stop the fight and declared him the winner by technical knockout. This victory catapulted Miocic into title contention, and the would eventually become the heavyweight champion, establishing a destiny in the division. Other notable fights besides the main events UFC 195 featured several existing fights. Albert Tumenov defending Lawrence Larkin by split decision in an existing welterweight bout. Brian Ortega, a promising fit heavyweight fighter, reminded undisputed v defending Diego Brandao by submission in the third round. Additionally, Abel Trujillo secured a submission victory over Tony Sims, showcasing his ground game skill, production, and presentation. UFC 195 also stood out for its production and presentation. The quality of the broadcast, graphics, and lighting of the event were top-notch, contributing to the electrifying atmosphere of the event. The organization ensured that each fighter received adequate coverage and that fans, both in the arena at home, had memorable experience. Impact and legacy. The impact of UFC 195 on the world of MMA was significant. The fight between Lawler and Condit became a benchmark for the future title fights, showcasing what it takes to be a champion in the one of the UFC most competitive division. Music victory over Arlovsky Merker, the beginning of an era in the heavyweight division, where Music will eventually solidify himself as one of the greatest champions of all times. Question 1. How did the fight between Robbie Lawler and Carlos Condit affect fans' perception of Jude's decision in the UFC? The fight between Robbie Lawler and Carlos Condit at UFC 195 had a significant impact on fans' perception of Jude's decision in the UFC. The split decision in favor of Lawler was a controversial as many fans and analysts believed Condit had done enough to win. This controversy highlighted the difficulties and subjectives involved in judging MMA fights, where judges must evaluate various big factors such as octagon control, aggressiveness, damage inflicted, and technique. As a result, this fight led to greater discussion about the need to improve the standards and training of judges in the sport, as well as the possibility of implementing advanced technologies to assist in decision. What impact did Stephen Miocic's victory over Andrei Arlovsky have on his career and the heavyweight division? Stephen Miocic's victory over Andrei Arlovsky at UFC 195 was a turning point in his career. This impressive first round technical knockout not only demonstrated his power and skill, but also positioned him as a top contender for the heavyweight title. This victory was crucial for his eventual rise to the heavyweight championship, where Miocic would establish one of the most dominant reigns in the division history. His reign included multiple successful title defenses, as his legacy as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time was largely cemented due his performance in events like UFC 195. 3. What strategy did Robbie Lawler and Carlos Condit use during their fight, and how did they affect the course of the bout? During their fight at UFC 195, Robbie Lawler and Carlos Condit used a different strategy that influenced the course of the bout. Condit, known for his reach and kick shots to keep Lawler at the distance, using combination of striker and kicks to wear him down. This strategy was effective in the early rounds, rounds, where Condit managed to knock Lawler down and maintain control. Lawler, on the other hand, used his toughness and ability to absorb punishment as part of his strategy. In the later rounds, Lawler advanced aggressiveness, landing powerful punches that put Condit in the trouble. This tactic of advancing and constantly pressing allowed Lawler to gain crucial points and ultimately influencing the judge's decision. 4. How this UFC 195 influenced the career of the fighter who participated in the event. UFC 195 had a lasting impact of the career of many fighters who participate in the event. For Lawler, the fight solidified his reputation as one of the most existing champions in UFC history. Carlos Condit, despite the loss, gained respect and admiration for his bravery and technical skills. Stephen Miocic used his victory to catapult himself into the heavyweight title contention, eventually become champions and establishing a lasting legacy. Other fighters, such as Brian Ortega, leveraged their victory to advance in their respective division. Showing at UFC 195 was a crucial springboard for many careers in the sport. 5. What lesson did fans and fighters learn for UFC 195 about the importance of preparation and strategy in MMA fighters? UFC 195 offered valuable lessons about the importance of preparation and strategy in MMA fights. The fight between Lawler and Condit highlighted how physical and mental preparation, along with a well-executed strategy, can determine the outcome of the fight. Fans saw how Condit used his reach and technique to maintain control, while Lawler showed the importance of endurance and the ability to absorb punishment. Music key victory over Arlovsky underscored the importance of early aggression and capitalizing on opportunities. Overall of UFC 195 demonstrated that success in the octagon depends not only on talent and skill but also on preparation, strategy, and execution at the critical moment.